is Lori here. I'm here to do another video in my ALA wrap-up series. This is focusing on books that are sequels. I don't have a lot of sequels, but the ones that I did wind up picking up are ones I was super excited about, or at least interested enough to grab arcs. I didn't grab arcs of everything that I saw, but books that I had read or at least heard of, I did grab sequels. I did pick up a copy of Soul in the Stars by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. This is the sequel to Once in Future, which is a King Arthur retelling set in space. This book does come out in March. I still need to read, April, I'm sorry, because I still need to read the first book, but I was intrigued enough to grab it when I saw it. A friend of mine also picked me up a copy of Palace of Silver, which is the third book in the Nasira novel series. I haven't read it, but she wound up getting me a copy, so I will definitely add it to my TBR list as well. I don't know much about this series, to be very honest, and I don't want to read the back because I'll spoil myself. But I know that this is book 3 in that series, and this came from holidayhouse.com. I also picked up a copy of The Unicorn Society, A Madre Aguas of Cuba, which is by Adam Gilchrist, Emma Austin, and illustrated by another young gentleman. And this is a legendary sea serpent is missing. Can the Unicorn Rescue Society find it and end Cuba's terrible drought? I truly adore these books. This is coming out in May. I still need to read the other one that came out before this, but these reads are so quick and so fast-paced. I really love listening to the audiobook, which is what I might do for the second one and the third one in the series that I still have yet to read, which is Sasquatch and the Muckleshoot. But yeah, this does come out in May. One that I was so excited for, these last couple were ones that I was really excited for, is Unravel the Dust by Elizabeth Lim, which is the sequel to Spin the Dawn, and this is a sequel. I think it's only a duology too. This one came from Random House. I loved Spin the Dawn, and hopeful that Unravel the Dusk is one that I will like equally as much. This was a book last year that I liked, but I didn't love, and it is the sequel to The Hazelwood, which is The Night Country, but this follows Finch, who I loved Ellery in the first book, so this is his story. This just came out from Macmillan this month. When I saw a copy of this, I just had to grab it. I really love the character of Ellery in the first book and would love to see his story. I also wound up picking up a copy of Empire of Dreams by Ray Carson. This is the 4th book, a standalone novel from a master of epic fantasy with thrill fans of Leigh Bardugo, Holly Black, and Tony Amiani. I know that this is the same author that wrote the Girls of Fire and Thorn trilogy. It is a standalone. It's probably set in the same world. So I don't know if I'm going to read this or go back and read the first book, but I have no idea what it's about. I don't want to read it because I don't want spoilers, but I am intrigued enough to read it, and this cover is really interesting. I also picked up a copy of Gargantuous by Thomas Tyler. This book comes out in May, and this was the sequel to, what was the name of it? Malamander. I really did like Malamander. It was just a really, really fun middle grade series. So this is the sequel, and I just am really excited for it. So, and my last sequel that I wound up picking up was Greythorn, which is the sequel to Bloodsmith. And it's been a while since I read Bloodleaf, but this cover is really, really pretty. I know that it's a fantasy series with a princess on the run, if I'm remembering correctly. That book does come out in June, so I have a little bit of a while before I have to dive into that one. But those are just the sequels that caught my attention at ALA, and I wanted to feature them in this video. Let me know in the comments what are some sequels that you were really excited to read, or some of these books that you're excited to see me review. And I'll talk to you later for another video. Bye, guys.